and namaste. Welcome to Yoga with Lisa SXM. I'm so happy that you're with me today. We're going to do some gentle yoga, and our theme for the day is gratitude leads to grace. What is gratitude? Gratitude is simply being grateful or thankful or appreciating all of your blessings. And what is grace? Grace is being given a second chance, being forgiven for your mistakes, and maybe being given a third chance and a fourth chance and an infinite number of chances to be a better person, to live a better life, to do a better job at reaching your goals, working towards your goals, being the person you want to be. And yoga and meditation are wonderful for helping you achieve that attitude of gratitude. So let's take a moment right now, wherever you are. Try and have a nice straight back and sit tall, stretching through the spine. Let the top of the head rise up as if it's a balloon that wants to float up into the air, and just let it go up, 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 stretching long through the spine. But relax your shoulders. Let there be a lot of space between your ears and your shoulders. You can let your arms be heavy. They can hang down or rest on your legs or be in front of your torso, just resting. And you can close the eyes and start to feel your heart fill with gratitude for your life, for your health, for your family and friends, for the grace that you are receiving, have received, and will receive. As you breathe, breathe in all the positive feelings that you want to fill your heart with. Not only gratitude, but joy, peacefulness, acceptance, appreciation. As the oxygen in that breath dissolves into your blood and travels through your body, let it take those emotions, those positive feelings with it. Fill even to the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes, the top of your head, and all the way through your body. Joy, peace, love, the strength that comes with those positive emotions will fill the body and give you energy and power. As you exhale, you can use that exhalation to empty the body of anything negative that's hanging around, any anxiety, any worry, any stress, any anger, any negative feelings that you might have in the body. Exhale and let them exit out. Without judgment, without critique, just allow yourself to be in this moment. Be here, be now. Try to settle your mind in your breath. Let's bring our hands to prayer pose and bow the head just slightly. Acknowledge your true self with gratitude. No matter what has come before, you are alive now, and this moment is a gift. Beautiful. Thank you. Open those hands out. Good morning, Audrey. Hold them in front of your heart as if you're offering something from your soul up, up, up to the heavens. Reach it up. Breathe in. Stretch up tall. Exhale. Bring those prayer hands right back to your heart. Take your time. We're just breathing and acknowledging our gratitude for our lives and for this moment. Beautiful. Thank you for that. I'm just going to keep the head bowed and allow the back to stay straight, but let the head drop forward and rest the arms on my legs. And let that head really drop forward, well below where you thought it might reach. Keeping the back straight, relax your belly and let the head drop even farther down in front. Release your neck, where we hold so much tension. Let it go. Let it be so heavy that it pulls the body down into a curved shape so that your spine takes on the shape of the letter C. Rounding the back, drop the head forward even more and slump your shoulders. Release your neck, release your belly, release any tension in your body. Take this moment to feel balance and softness. When you're ready, you can straighten it back and lift the face. Blink the eyes open a little bit and bring those hands to prayer pose. Interlock your fingers and squeeze the hands into each other and breathe. Let's take those hands and push forward, interlock. The fingers are interlocked, but we invert. Round the back, drop the head. Keep breathing as you lift the hands above your head. Breathe and lift. Straightening the back again, we reach the hands way up. Keep them inverted if that works for you. And then we drop the hands to the back of the neck. Elbows go way back. Lift the face, lift the sternum, stretch up, breathe. Maybe look up through the top of your eye sockets. Circle the eyes around a few times. Circle the other way. And let's reach the hands up again. Breathe in. Round the back and drop the hands in front. Drop your face. Push your hands way forward. And then we bring it right back to the heart. Sitting tall. Prayer pose. And notice already feeling better, right? Just a little stretch and a breathe. Let's keep going with this. We're going to stretch the legs out. Take a moment to settle yourself on your hips. Pull the flesh away from the sitting bones. I'm going to have to scoot the camera back a little more. Go ahead and start flexing those ankles and pointing those toes back and forth. Flex and point. Flex and point. Beautiful. Sitting very, very tall, pushing down on the hips in order to elevate through the spine, through the body, through the torso. Reach the hands up, 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 and flex the ankles. Just sit here for a moment, very much like the capital letter L. Reach up as much as you can. Stretch up. Feel your shoulders reach up. Feel the side of the body reach up. Excellent. We're going to go for the diagonal here. Reach for the top of the wall. Look down at your legs so your neck is straight. Reach with your fingertips and the top of your head at a diagonal angle. Your back is straight. Let me turn so you can see if you need a little bit of a visual. The back is straight, not rounded. Straight. And we're reaching. The arms go right past your ears, reaching for the top of the wall across the room. Let's come back up to vertical. Breathe in, stretch up. And back to diagonal. Here we're going to just sit here for a moment and breathe. Look down at your legs so your neck is straight. Bring energy into the back of the legs, behind the knees, straight legs. Reach, 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 reach. Every time you inhale, reach a little more towards the top of the wall across the room. And every time you exhale, sink down just a little bit. Stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sink down. Stretch and breathe in. Eventually you might come down so your hands are on your feet or your legs, and you can just sort of grab a hold. We're just going to pull and release. Round the back, drop the head. Pull, the back comes straight. Lift the face, breathe in. And release. Round the back, bring the face close down by the legs. Exhale. Inhale, grab those legs and pull. Pull against the length of your legs, straighten the lower back, lift the face, breathe in. And round the back, exhale, sinking down. Let's let ourselves go really soft. Let's open the legs. Open the legs out just a little wider than your hips. And reach in between the legs with your hands and go extra soft here. Round the back, drop the head, breathe lightly and small. When you're ready, you can walk your hands back, up and bring the body back up, and we're ready to scoot down onto our back sides. Bring those knees right up to the chest and just take a moment to settle into your reclined position with your knees at your chest, hands on your knees, and rock it back and forth. Take your time, breathe, and settle in. Nice. Arms can go out to the side here, palms up, fingers curled and relaxed. And we're just going to take those knees as if they're stuck together with Velcro or Bondo, some kind of cement in between the knees to stick them together really hard. They're not going to come apart for a while. We're going to make a big circle. Circle with the knees if that suits you and if it works for you. Otherwise, you can keep your circle small if it's not good for you to make a big one. Change direction whenever you feel like it. Move those knees around a circle. Breathe as you move. Change direction whenever you feel like it. Keep circling the knees and breathing. All right, let's stretch those legs way up. Reach the arms up. Circle the ankles and circle the wrists. Breathe. Change direction whenever you feel like it. And let's flex the ankle and wrist and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and hold. Bend the elbows and knees, bring it down. Push it up and point at the top. Flex, come down. Push up and point. Flex, come down. Push up and point. Keep it going 10 times. Let's go. 1, point. 2, up and point. Flex, down. 3, up and point. 4, 5, take your time, good breath here, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and bend those knees, bring your feet down to the floor. And the arms can go wherever feels good right now. Just take a moment to be heavy on the floor. Release and relax. as you're breathing here in your most relaxed position of all, keep your awareness on your breath. Let it be deep in your belly, and then keep it breathing in and bring it into your chest and diaphragm, expanding your rib cage, even into your throat, even into your head spaces where your sinuses are. Breathe in and bring fresh air in. As you exhale, just blow out through the lips, and don't worry about levels in the body. Just let it all exit. When you get down to the last few bits of breath, as you exhale it out, squeeze the belly in and force all that old air out. And inhale again, starting with the lowest part of your belly, into the chest, and exhale. 3 more times, just like that. Breathe in. And out. Squeeze in. And repeat. Let's bring the hands down close to the hips and the knees bend, and we're going to put the heels close to the hips as well. Take your attention to your lower back and notice the bridge in your lower back. Your hips are on the ground, your chest, your upper back is on the ground, but the middle and lower back may be in a little bit of an arch, and we're just going to flex or tuck our tailbone under and push that lower back down flat onto the floor. Squeeze in at the belly. Squeeze in, but keep breathing. And don't let the tension and the compression that you're building in your lower belly come into the chest. The chest stays light and easy. Keep breathing. Light, easy breath into the chest as we squeeze the lower belly in and push the lower back down onto the floor. Nice. Relax and release. Both knees go to the left. Arms can shift to any position that feels good here. If you feel anything discomforting in your knees, you can kind of wiggle your toes and drag your heels a little bit away from your hips so that your knees aren't so compressed. But try to relax through your hips and lower back. Let's pick those knees up and let them drop over to the other side. And then we bring the knees up and bring them all the way to the chest. Again, we're just going to grab the knees in our hands, squeeze in a few times and release. Squeeze in and release. Bring it in and let it go. Squeeze in and release. Squeeze in and hold. Hold, hold, hold. Strong arms pulling in. Let's bring both hands to the left knee and stretch that right leg all the way out on the floor. Squeeze that knee into the chest. Hug it in. If it wants to travel to the side, you can let it do that over by your armpit. Why not? If it feels good, it might be beneficial. We always want to listen to that inner teacher, that master of all knowledge that lives inside of us. All knowledge that has to do with our body, our health, our spiritual health, our physical health. Our inner teacher can help us in everything if we listen. And I think our neighborhood dogs are feeling some kind of I don't know if you can hear that, but they're wailing over there. We're just going to bring the knee across, change hands, and open it out. Change hands, bring the knee across, roll up onto your right hip, roll back onto the flat, and open the leg out. 2 more times. Bring the knee across the body, roll up onto your hip, bring some flexure into the lower back, and open it again. Great. Now we're going to straighten the leg up. Let it go straight up from your hip socket like a lamp post. If it's a little bit of a bent lamp post, it's okay. Don't worry about it. If that's the way that your leg wants to be right now, it's fine. If it can get straight, then that's great. We're going to just start to bring the leg forward towards the face and back to vertical. Just a few inches to start with. Breathe and stretch the leg a little bit towards the face. Now, this may be as far as you want to go, and this is great. Or you may feel an urge to go a little farther, a little deeper into the stretch, bringing the leg a little closer to the face. And if you want to do that, that works too. And find your personal range of motion. Bring that leg through its range from comfort zone to the edge of your range, where you couldn't go any farther without doing damage. You may find that you want to nudge that edge just a little bit and then back away from it. That's what I always do. Breathe as you move. And let's hold the leg at a good stretching spot, maybe right at the edge of your range of motion. Hold it steady and still and let it relax. Ask it with your mind to relax. If you feel any discomfort, back away from it. Find a better place to stay steady and still. If you feel the urge to come deeper, gently explore your flexibility with your breath. Beautiful. Let's take that leg back to vertical, bend the knee, and turn it into the rock the baby pose, where the knee goes way out to the side and the foot comes in close by your pelvis or your belly button, and you just swing the leg across the body a few times. Rock the baby. And then we drop the leg all the way down to the floor. And we do a long body stretch. Feet are together, point the toes, reach the hands overhead. And a big inhalation as you stretch. Expand your ribs as big as you can. Breathe in. Feel free to yawn or sigh, whatever feels good right here. Release and come back to fully relaxed on the floor. Relaxed but aware of your breath, of your body's position, of your energy level, of your heart beating, pumping blood through the body, all the way to the fingers, all the way to the toes. Back up to your lungs for a good breath. Breathe in. Beautiful. Well, it's time to bring those knees into the chest again. We're going to just bring the knees up, hands come to the knees, squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze in and release. Let's hold it in, squeeze it in. Strong arms. Bring those knees as close to the chest as they can possibly get. Strong hands, strong shoulders. Bring those legs in. Bring both hands to your right knee now and stretch that left leg out on the floor. Keep hugging that right knee in with both arms. Maybe the leg drifts towards your armpit off to the side, opening the pelvis. That's okay. If you want to do that, that works. All right, let's stretch the leg up straight up into the sky from the hips. Find your range of motion here. Bring the leg a little closer and back up. Just an inch or two to start with. Take it easy. Bring the leg a little closer to the face if that is something that's going to benefit you. Or maybe you just want to stay with the small movement. It's your range of motion. Don't push beyond your limits. Work with your breath, work with your leg, work with your flexibility. Explore it gently. Easy go, easy does it. All right, hold that leg steady and still. Right at a good place where the stretch feels like it's really alive. But ask the leg to relax. If you feel the urge to go a little deeper, you can go a little deeper. If you don't feel that urge, I'd suggest you stay right where you are and work on your breath. Wonderful. Drop the leg down. Long body stretch. And release and relax. We're going to bend the knees again. Put the heels on the ground close to the hips. Bring the hands all the way to the floor by the hips. And tilt that pelvis again, squeezing the belly in. Push down with the lower back. Feel the tension or the compression that you're building in your lower belly, hips, thighs, kegel, and waist. Release any tension that tends to build in your shoulders or chest. Keep breathing. Keep pushing down with that lower back. It's really the main focus here is to push down with the lower back. Everything else will fall into place if you keep pushing down with that lower back and squeezing the belly in and breathing. Nice. Release and relax. Let's open the knees here and bring the soles of the feet together, sole to sole. If you feel like this is too much opening in the pelvis, you can put a pillow underneath those knees. I should have had my pillows down here, but they're not too far away. So you support the legs with the pillows that you have handy. If you don't need that pillow support and you want to just bring those feet together beyond your pelvis, sole to sole, let it go. And then we close the knees, cross the knees, right knee over left, and take both knees to the left, all the way to the ground, to the floor, and adjust your arms so that you feel a gentle stretch and a comfortable position to stay in as we just work on our breath. Let it be from the lower belly. So we feel expansion through the belly and the chest and the side ribs as we breathe in and out. Perhaps your mind is wandering over to your to-do list. Just gently ask it to come back into your breath and your presence in this moment. I'll talk a little bit more about that as we go into our next version of this spinal twist. So we're going to just uncross the knees and bring the knees back up. Sort yourself out. Make sure your balance is good on your hips and shoulders. Open the knees back into that diamond leg shape. sole to sole with the soles of the feet together, and the knees open and wide, relaxed, supported by pillows if you need that. Opening, letting the body be heavy, letting gravity pull us down. Look with your breath, let it be deep in the belly, expanding through the torso. And then we bring the knees up, feet flat on the ground. Cross the knees, left knee over right this time, and let both knees travel over to the right. And adjust your arms so that you can really breathe deeply, but still be very relaxed and comfortable. So we're going to talk a little bit about the mind and how the mind is like an open blue sky. Maybe visualize, close your eyes and visualize the sky in your mind. Blue, clear, and beautiful, expansive, wide, free and open. This is your natural mind, your true self. And as we have thoughts that come through our mind, like, oh, I have to go shopping, or oh, I'm low on, whatever it is, it's like you have a cloud passing through your sky, and the cloud takes your attention. So I'm going to gently suggest that you bring your attention back to the blue sky, and let that cloud just pass through, or even dissipate. Some days our sky is full of clouds and we can't even see the blue, but it's still there. With a little bit of practice, you can learn to dissipate those clouds or just let them pass gently through, but always keep your focus on that clear, wide, beautiful blue sky. Nice. Let's bring those knees back up again. And let's bring them all the way to the chest. Hands come to the knees. Squeeze it in. And release. Squeeze it in. And release. Squeeze in. Maybe let the knees open a little bit so each knee goes to the armpit of that side. And bring it halfway in here. Halfway in. Rock left and right. Rock all the way over. All the way over. Rocking left and right. Coming back to the middle. Keep your knees just like that. Push them away from the chest. Keep your hands on your knees. Bring your head off the floor. And we rock from tailbone to shoulder. If this suits you. If it doesn't, just come up to seated and wait for us. The rest of us are rocking back and forth. And we are feeling a lot of vitality through the spine from tailbone to shoulders. Maybe let's rock 2 more times and then we'll come up to seated. How we doing? Let's come back to cross-legged seated, the easy pose as they call it. I'm tilted. Hi, Ellis. Who else is with me? Jane and a mystery person. Hello, mystery person. Hello, Jane. All right. Take a moment to just be really settled into your seated pose. Close the eyes. Notice the changes in the body since we started. How's your energy level? How's your comfort level? Do you feel balanced? If not, try to adjust. Try to find your balance. We're going to bring our attention to the third eye, Anja Mudra, right here in the center of your eyebrows and maybe just a little up. We're going to call that the Drishti Point. In yoga we have Drishtis, which are points of focus. So our Drishti Point is our third eye right now. You can close your eyes and just travel into that spot in the center of the forehead. This is a point where we are abandoning our senses, at least our five senses that we're commonly associating as the senses: sight, sound, smell, taste, and feel. We're leaving that world and traveling in to our Drishti Point. Withdrawal from the senses for just a few moments. Allow yourself to travel through your inner universe, noticing without your senses what it is like there in your inner universe. Imagine that you're drifting through that blue sky now, floating freely in a bubble of light. Free, weightless, suspended by the breeze. Glowing with light, radiating beauty and peace. Releasing any tension, any stress, any worry. Let's bring our hands in front in a prayer pose and just rub the hands against each other, creating a little bit of heat. A little friction heat in the palm of the hands. But our attention is still in our Drishti Point. As the heat builds, work faster and faster with the hands. Get a little bit of a little bit of fire in there, and then we're just going to take the hands to the eyes and cover the eyes. Reach those hands up now. Reach up, stretch up, breathe in. Wiggle your fingers. And bring the hands straight out from your shoulders. How are you doing? Let's turn the palms up. Lift the hands. Breathe in. Bring those prayer hands down to the heart. Bow the head. Keeping the back straight. Push up. Breathe in. Exhale. And visualize angel wings. Beautiful feathery angel wings in your arms. Coming down and back up. We come to prayer pose. 2 more times like that. Breathe in, lift up. Angel wings down, exhale. Breathe in, lift up. Prayer hands down, exhale. Angel wing, prayer hands up. Angel wings down. And let your hands rest on your legs. Take a moment for gratitude. Fill your heart with gratitude for your life, for this moment, for your body, for your health, for your ability to move, for your ability to do yoga. Gratitude for your family, gratitude for your friends, for your pets, and anything else that appears in your heart right now that you're grateful for. Maybe delicious food or beautiful music. Maybe a talent that you have that you're grateful for. Fill your heart with gratitude, and grace will rain down upon you gently, filling you with more things to be grateful for. And that's the beautiful cycle that we create when we're grateful. Thank you for that. All right, let's get on to hands and knees. My goodness, we spend the whole time being grateful, but we still got to do a little bit of yoga, a little bit of movement. Let's do the cat and cow, which is very traditional. Hands are right under the shoulders, knees are right under the hips, and we have a nice, strong table. We lift the face and tailbone and drop the middle of the back down. Let it go. Push away with your arms and shoulders so you're not scrunching up your neck and shoulders. Strong through the body. Relaxed at the waist. Beautiful. Let's arch the back up now. Drop your head, drop your tailbone. Push away with your hands and arms and push the middle of the back way up. Cat and cow. Arch and sway. Breathe and let it be any speed that feels good to you. Benefit the body. Don't necessarily listen to me pacing you. I try to be empathetic, but it's kind of hard through the internet. So I'm just one person talking to all of you, and you have to be a little bit careful with your movement and your stretches. All right, let's take the thread the needle pose, which is we start in table. Take the right hand and trace behind the left wrist and push through. And keep going, bringing the shoulder down to the floor and the side of the face down to the floor. And push down with this left arm that's still on the floor. If you push down with your hand, the elbow just above your wrist, you may feel a wonderful connection to your shoulder blade on the left side. When you're ready, come up, and we come back to cat and cow. Arch and sway, breathing as you move. Back to table, thread the needle on the other side, left hand behind the right wrist, bring the side of the face down, bring the shoulder down, and let that right hand be just under the right elbow. Push a little bit onto the floor if you want to connect to your shoulder blade on the right side. Relax through the hips. Come back up to table and cat and cow some more. All right, turn your toes under here and let's come up into downward dog. I'm going to push my camera back again. Let's find ourselves together in downward dog. Any version of downward dog that suits you is fine. Drop your head, relax your neck and shoulders. Push away with your hands. Let's bend the knees and bring the knees close to the floor. And then back up. Pushing back. Knees coming down close to the floor and push back. One more time. Knees down close to the floor and push back. My shirt has gone up by my shoulders. There we go. Let's bring the feet a little bit closer together, hip distance apart, and bring the knee in between the hands now, and we're going to bring ourselves down into Pigeon Pose. So the knee comes in between the hands, and we sink down onto the front of the thigh. This right foot can be a little bit out to the side, or it can be right in at the pelvis. Bring your face up and shoulders back. Lift your sternum up, proud pigeon. And collapsing onto your knee. Bring your face down by your knee and hands back by your hips, palm up. Sleeping pigeon. To the floor, push up, breathe in. And this is not super lifting your face here, just looking forward, sort of what I call a normal pigeon, regular pigeon. We're going to look left and right over our shoulder. So look back over your shoulder and face forward, breathe in. Exhale, look back over your right shoulder and face forward, breathe in. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, face forward, breathe in. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, and face forward. Hands need to be adjusted a little bit. We're going to lift and back up into downward dog. Stretch back. Bring the knees down and push back. Bring the knees down, almost touch the floor, and then push back. Bring the knees down, and push back. All right, bring your feet a little closer together, hip distance apart. Bring the left knee this time in between the hands, and sink back onto your right, front of your right thigh. Proud pigeon, lift it up. Shoulders go back. Sternum comes forward. And when you unfold, collapse down. Hands can go back by your hips, palms up. Sleeping pigeon, relax. Hands under your shoulders. Push yourself up. And here we are, just your regular normal pigeon, not particularly proud. We're going to look over the shoulders, back over our shoulder and forward. Breathe. Looking back over our shoulder and forward. Looking back. Nice. All right. Push back. Let's get back up into downward dog. Pushing way back now. Drop the head between the arms. Let's walk the hands a little closer to the feet. And bring all the body's weight onto our feet. Both hands over to your left ankle, and your nose close to your left knee. And then walk your hands over to your right ankle, nose close to your right knee. And hands in front. Release them, just hang like a rag doll. If you want, you can fold your arms so that you have a little bit of the weight of the arms in your rag doll pulling down, releasing the lower back, releasing the back of the legs. Alright, let's bring the hands to the knees and bend the knees quite a lot. Push against the knees and bring the body up. How we doing? Doing good? Alrighty. So take a moment to just be standing. Roll the shoulders. Let's roll the shoulders up and back. Allow the body to bend with that circle of the shoulder. Lots of breathing here. Maybe your fingertips are drawing big ovals on your thighs as you reach forward and up and back with the shoulders. Nice. Swing your hands. One hand forward, one hand back. Bring it up to shoulder level and put a dip in the knees. If you want to stand a little wide, you can. Dip and turn. The hands sweep by the knees and then up they come. Let your face look right and left. Look right and left. I'm going to move the camera back a little bit. Maybe if I adjust it here, you can see a little more what I'm doing. Okay, now we're going to bring the hands all the way up to touching overhead. Down, sweep past the legs, pivot around, look the other way. Fingers touch overhead and down. Sweep it up, breathe in. All right. Just let the arms swing around the body and pick up one leg at a time. Let's bring elbow to knee on the other side. Swing the knee up and the elbow down. Breathe. Stand tall. Bring it up. Stretch it up. Breathe in. Reach high. Stretch tall, 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 higher, 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 and keep the stretch in the left hand. Let the right hand drift down. You can watch it as it drifts down, slowly coming to hang by your leg down there. Look at it down there. Stretch the other side way up. Now the right hand rises. Watch it rise. Lift it up. Stretch it up. Breathe in. Keep reaching up with the right side. Let the left side sink down. Watch it sink. Let the left hand hang by your leg and look at it down there. Reach the other side way up. Lift the hand. Watch it rise like steam, slowly coming up. Breathe in and lift, stretch. Arms out to the side. Let's bend the knees and go for a swim. And a backstroke. When you do the backstroke, your face comes up, but your knees are still bent. Still halfway down to a chair in your seated position. Yes. Stretch both hands up here. Reach up. Beautiful. Let's do a little bit of warrior pose this morning. We'll come out into a straddle stand. Turn your right toes out. Left toes are pointing forward. You're going to keep your hips open forward. Arms come out and bend your front knee. You want your knee to be right over your ankle, not over your toes. So make sure you have a vertical shin or vertical lower leg. Looking out over those front fingers. Hips open to the side, chest open to the side. Strong warrior. Bring the hand in front, up, and the hand in back, down to touch the leg. Reach the hand up and back in a beautiful arch. Graceful warrior. And coming back to warrior two, open to the side warrior. Let's bring the elbow to the knee and do side angle pose. Feel a nice stretch through the side body. And back to warrior two. Come turn around. Bring this foot straight and the other foot pivots over to point the other direction. Bend that other leg. Now the one that was in front is back. Bend the knee, and the knee is right over the ankle. Arms come out, proud and powerful. Your warrior pose is a pose of confidence, strength. It's good for planning and vision. Dropping the back hand, lifting the front hand, we go to graceful warrior. Lift through the chest, the face. And back to warrior two. Bend the front elbow and bring it down to the knee, and side angle pose. Stretching from the ankle to the fingertips on the right side of the body. Feel the stretch of the waist, in the rib cage, in the armpit. And back up to warrior two, standing strong. Then go back to the first direction again, back to warrior two on the right side. Graceful warrior will go directly to side angle pose. Graceful warrior, side angle pose. Graceful warrior, warrior two. Changing direction, switch the legs around. Warrior two on the other side. We're going to go graceful warrior, direct to side angle pose. Graceful warrior, and side angle. Graceful, side angle. And back to warrior two. Now imagine you have a bowling ball in your back hand. You're going to bowl, and with that momentum of your bowling ball moving through the air, brings both your legs together in one smooth step. Standing tall, squeeze the buttocks, feel the energy in the feet, all the way up through the body to the fingertips, reaching up to the sky, to the heavens. And let those hands slowly drift down. And down we come. Thank you so much for joining me today for yoga. I hope you feel wonderful, full of breath and energy, positivity, love, peace, happiness, contentment. Trust that things are going to be okay. We're going to get back together again and see each other in person sometime soon. So just take care of yourself, stay healthy, stay safe, keep washing your hands and wearing your mask and keeping the distance whenever possible, and possible to overcome this challenging time in our lives. But I'm here for you, I'm with you, and I am sending you all my love and all my most sincere namaste directly to you. Thank you. See you next time. Ciao.